Hi there, HD Gaming. Oh, and Moose and P28 Eagle. Loads of them. Let me see if I can do the big boy after this one. That's a good idea. Right, so we are in South Africa, just for a change. Driver E1354, train west uphill. You are cleared to depart Pintrick Station. You will stop only at Sadara Loop, where you will wait for further instructions. Some traffic, but mainly on the second line. Should give no problems. Yeah, it's got some nice sounds, this loco. Yeah, you should definitely. It's a really unusual. It's different. It's actually quite interesting to drive somewhere that hasn't been done really much justice in the game before. People keep asking us for new territories, and I was quite pleased to be able to bring this one as part of the third party program. It's a monster of a route too. It's just under 200 kilometres from end to end. Lots of different kinds of driving. It includes passenger stations and numerous liveries of the locomotive that comes with. That's right. I think there might be a stop signal up here, so I'm just a little bit paranoid. Okay, so we've got single amber, so that was a double amber before, so the next one's a stop signal. Good job we slowed down though. Didn't see that speed limit coming. Oh, not paying enough attention. Right. It's also good to see different countries with country signalling as well, which is very interesting. That's excellent, John. Absolutely excellent. I was thinking about doing another one tonight. A start on the scenario creation tutorial for freight placing scenarios. We'll see how time goes, because I have promised to do the big boy tonight. I trust you've marked your scenario hard, John. Yes, Lua scripting will figure. I want to get a basic freight scenario out of the way first, and then we can start looking at Lua scripting, and we can start doing cinematic cameras. Hey there, Joe Bart. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. So yes, let's get the basics done, and then we can start getting all funky. I'm just not entirely sure at the moment how well that stuff is going to stream, but I guess we'll find out. Sounds like a good scenario there, John. Make sure you upload it to Workshop at some point. And then I can play it and make a complete fool of myself on the show. So we've got double amber, so whatever is in front of us has moved forward a bit ahead of us now. So we're going to go via coming up at PMB X08, which will be Pietmaritzburg, I presume. Hey there, Dean. Welcome to the channel this evening. I'm actually going up a 1 in 50 gradient at the moment, which is pretty steep. We're topping and tailing. We've got one unit on the front and one unit on the back. We're coming into a 20 mile speed limit as we run through the yard at Pietmaritzburg. Hi there, Tom. we got the second bonus. Just realised, doing all this fancy camera work, my speed's just dropped down considerably. That's not good. I'm slightly concerned. The construction to go via PMB X01 isn't going down. Have I gone the wrong way? Okay, maybe we're just going really slow. We'll see. Okay, there it is. It's gone down. I'm just panicking for no good reason. Hey, Americano. You haven't missed much. We just started on a run from on the South African line to Pietmaritzburg to Ladysmith. After this, I think we're going to try and have a run with Union Pacific Big Boy, and then we might have a look at a bit of scenario creation for freight scenarios and get something started tonight. We shall see how time goes. Yeah, this yard's going to speed up. Hey Mitchell, welcome to the channel. One in 49 now. You can see the throttle's at 73%, and I'm just very slowly gaining speed. We've gone up to a 30 limit now, so it's time to get moving. Hey there, Drimbings. Are you going to email me that dump file at some point, mate? Hello there, Doc. So I very slightly reduced the bandwidth on the channel because it was, for some reason, the actual bandwidth that was achieved trying to send out was probably more than I've got. So there was a bunch of packet drops going on. So I've just dropped it down very slightly. Hopefully it's not having too much effect. It doesn't look too bad on the stream preview I'm looking up on the other screen. So, but let me know if there's anything, if it was particularly noticeably bad. Alright, so the good news is we're getting on to Bolton, and our distance is just under 4.5 kilometres, and we're currently running about a minute and a little bit ahead of schedule. The grade is was for a while there it was 1 in 49, and this is a heavy train. It might not be particularly long, but it's heavy. So yes, as far as I'm aware, the loco at the back is helping. It's yeah, it's just very, very steep. Yeah, as I did earlier, if you throw it onto full throttle, it'll accelerate no problem. I haven't changed the audio bitrate, so I'm not sure why that would be. All I did was change the video bitrate. How's everyone else finding the audio? Is anyone else noticing stutters on the audio? Up to a 1 in 45 now. Wow. Hey Peeper and Illuminati Hesky, welcome to the channel this evening. That's great, isn't it? Struggling to get up the hill, and then the next thing you know, you're speeding. I'm yawning before I even got started. Jeez, what's up with me? I'm in Gillingham, which is just down the road from Chatham, which is where Dovetail is based. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, then we're in the southeast. Hey, thanks for the follow, Peter. Are you talking about my speeding there, Americano? All I could say to you then. I was only speeding for a moment. You see what I just did there? I slowed down for a speed limit without even using the brakes. That's a pro. Coming up on Bolton, and we're currently now we're about 30 seconds behind schedule, which is odd because we're pretty much doing the speed limit. And there's another 250 points, so we're at 722. So we've almost made our silver. Got a Borton XO2 in about a kilometre. Oh yes, that's already visible. Yes, this is the Pietmaritzburg to Ladysmith route, which is in South Africa. Americano, your name's not Alex by any chance, is it? Hey ZTTL, thanks for joining. Hey Doc, what loco is that? It looks like the route is miles per hour, so is the speedometer. That's excellent. It almost looks like it's reading kilometers per hour, or it's not been calibrated. Interesting. Yes, looking at it, 70 miles per hour is about 112 kilometers per hour, which is kind of roughly what that's reading actually. It might be worth doing some other different speeds and see whether or not it's consistently sort of reading kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour. Oh, 1 in 37 gradient now. No, we are just about speeding up. So it could be that it's mislabeled. Hey there, Paulty and Doug. Welcome to the channel again this evening. What I mean, Doug, is try running it, say, at 40 miles per hour and on the HUD and see what you're reading on the speedometer gauge, and then do a quick bit of maths and work out if what it's actually reading is roughly the same, is roughly right in kilometres per hour. Because it could be that speedometer showing kilometres per hour even though it says mph on it. Which may even be completely accurate. It may be a mistake on the prototype, of course. Sorry. I'm getting shouted at now. The cursor's not completely authentic then. Hey people, yes, I pretty much only play TS2015, partly because I'm on the train team. I will be doing some fishing and some flight sim at some point. I keep threatening the fishing and then epically failing to achieve, but that's the plan. Yes, Stark, thank you very much. I have made a note of it, and what I'll do is I will flag it up to the live team so that they can add it to the list of things that they're looking at. So if you've just joined us, we're on the South African route from Pietmaritzburg to Ladysmith. We left Pietmaritzburg a while back. We're not going all the way to Ladysmith, that will take a few hours. Oh, double amber light, excellent. Need to watch out for that. And yes, this is a freight train, very heavy. We're on the very steep uphill, which spends a lot of its time at 1:37 or something along those lines, which with these two logos is hard going. So after we've done this, the next one for this evening will be the Union Pacific big boy locomotive, probably running over Sherman Hill. And then to end out the evening, if there's time, I'm going to make a start on the scenario tutorial, the next scenario tutorial, which is really focusing on freight services, where the last one was all passenger. Well, you know what, biggest of big men, if you wish to fund that, that would be much appreciated. Now I have got on my to-do list getting a bunch more backdrops set up, and yes, that's something that I need to do. Driving a 319 apparently is fine, but not really in South Africa. Sorry, left the cursor in the middle again. Oh, we've got a single amber, which means we've got a red in front of us, although that's nowhere near, you can't see it yet, so I'm going to keep the power on so that it keeps some speed going. Braeside X03 is the next waypoint in 0.2, and then we'll find out what our ETA is, hopefully with a timetable section on it. I've thought about doing something with like a movie playing in the background and maybe having it look like I'm in an office. Good contribution there, Doug. That's excellent. It's a start. Maybe we should have a whip round at the office. Yeah, I was thinking about having a background which is effectively sitting in our office on a platform with trains running behind me. I thought that might be amusing. I'm not entirely sure about the idea of running videos on a green screen backdrop, because my computer would probably melt trying to do not so many things at once. But I could spend Doug's fiver towards the new one, couldn't I? There you go. So the good news is we're now heading for Sadara Loop, which I think is about where the train, yeah, in fact it's a stop back, so that's probably where the service will end, in about 7 kilometres. We're starting to finally get some speed. The gradient's obviously eased up. And currently our ETA puts us running at about 1 minute 20 seconds ahead, although it is drifting the wrong way rather rapidly, so I'm not entirely sure we'll remain ahead of schedule by the time we get there. Score is at 700. Getting about 250 per, so maximum score from here on in is 950. Or if I'm going to keep cruising score like that, it's going to go down, isn't it? So maximum score from here is about 925, and but that's fine as long as it's above 900. However, if we continue to be late, then we're not even going to get that. So we're on a knife edge for a gold here, folks. On a knife edge. I don't know if you could stand the excitement. If you can't, I apologise. Hey there, Carlos. Welcome to the channel this evening. So just to let everyone in on the excitement at this point while we go through this dark tunnel, we're currently on a knife edge for a gold medal. We've got 25 points to lose and then we won't get the gold medal. So it's all up for grabs at this point, folks. We've got just under 5 kilometres to go. Our ETA is creeping up to the targeted time. Can we do it? Will I speed? Will I be late? It's tough. I've actually got a dodgy strip light in the back of the main part of the garage. But then you'd have to see the garage, although that probably wouldn't fit too badly with this tunnel. I just have to turn all the lights out. Speaking of tunnel, hey there Russell, welcome to the channel once again this evening. Me? Speeding? I'm offended. Not. Could that be the end of the tunnel coming up? And coming into Sadara, 2.2 kilometers away. Sadara Loop has just appeared on the thing, Dad. So we're now 24 seconds behind schedule. Once we get about 1 minute late, then we start losing points. We can't lose more than 25. What this means is I now need to start nailing it at 60.9. No, the tunnel to entrance to Half-Life was far more interesting, that's the problem. Yay! I can see daylight at the end of the tunnel, but even that looks manky. There we have a tricky dropping the speed down to 50 miles per hour task to accomplish. So we've got a yellow light giving us 1 block clearance and a filter. One kilometre to our stopping point. Hey there, Speedy. So this is our Sadara Loop 1 is where we're stopping. And we are now running into our 1 minute, so we just need to get stopped. And then we can claim our score. I don't think there'll be any BNSF today, but I'll make a note to do some tomorrow. Go and find some good scenarios and send me some recommendations on Facebook or messaging or something like that, and I'll make sure we get that sorted tomorrow. Perhaps something on Mariah's Pass. Yes, stopped. 30 seconds late, that's good. $9.25. Gold medal height, please. Driver E1354, extra loco will be removed here and you'll only proceed with 1 loco. That will take a few minutes, so have a cup of coffee or a bit of Diet Pepsi while you wait. The scenario willing, now. Now. Doing good, gold medal. Right, so let me go and dig out something with the big boy. And who came up with it, mate? Seriously? Anyway, let me find another scenario with that loco, and then we'll